Hi, and welcome to SimpleSpiritualityPH. So for those of you who are new to my channel, my name is Regine. I am an intuitive tarot reader, I'm a Reiki healer, and an overall lightworker. Now, before we dive into today's episode, which is actually a quick one, it's a question that I get a lot. My clients ask this a lot from me. I would like to invite everyone to please, who would like to receive notifications, to please subscribe to my channel. If you have any questions, comments, if you want to say hey, just leave them down below. If you would like to have your very own tarot reading or Reiki healing session with me, both face-to-face and live, here are the details. Now, I would also like to apologize for my voice because I have been using my voice too much. I have been talking too much, and so spiritually and physically, it's kind of like drained a little bit. But I wanted to make this video because I noticed that a lot of people have been asking me this, especially when it comes to tarot readings, and it is, how often can I have a tarot reading or a Reiki healing session, or how often should I repeat it? Now, for both, okay, my recommendation for both tarot readings and Reiki healings, it's actually 14 days. 14 days, a fortnight, 2 weeks, is a good time frame from one reading to another, from one Reiki session to another. But don't be confused, because some people do, for example, for Reiki healers, I perform Reiki on myself almost every other day. If I'm feeling very diligent about it, then I perform Reiki on myself every day. You know, I didn't perform Reiki on this yet, so I'll do that later on for my throat. But technically, there's nothing wrong if you perform it for yourself every day. If you pull a card every day for yourself, also if you're a tarot reader as well, or if you have a Reiki healing session every day, if you have a tarot reading session every day. However, do note that there are some factors that come into play in this with this kind of time frame, and that is, again, I want to bring us back to the concept of the law of attraction. It is a law. It happens whether or not you want it or not. And it happens every day. You do it with everything. It's what's keeping our world up. It's what's keeping everything up. It's what brings all things to you. It's what's bringing you to this video right now. And so when it comes to the law of attraction and in terms of energies, okay, let's take the example of, let's take Reiki healing first, okay? Now, Reiki is the purest, most unadulterated, most unconditionally loving energy that you could possibly ever have, you know, course through your veins, course through your body. And so there's no danger when it comes to performing it every day, every minute, every second, if you want to do that. But at the same time, there is also the factor of faith that's put into it, you know. The more faith that we put into we are healed, in the concept of every Reiki session heal us, or, you know, or I need a particular amount. Let me just stretch my leg because it's asleep. Okay. So the more faith we put into something, the more, let's say, for example, you believe that in one Reiki session you'll already be healed, then yes, it's done, you know. But even without your belief, Reiki does heal you. However, note that whenever we do have opposing thoughts in our mind, whenever we have doubts, whenever we have fears, whenever we have any limiting beliefs and feelings, and even self-sabotaging thoughts, stuff like that, we make things worse for ourselves. We tend to push away our manifestations. We tend to push away healing. We tend to push away positive energies from coming through. We tend to push away all our desires just, you know, flowing to us. And that's a big factor when it comes to determining how many times you should have a Reiki session, you know. I have had clients who have had sore throats, who have had migraines, you know, just vanish right after the session, and that was it. You know, it was never heard of ever again, because they claimed the faith. They held the faith so much that so much Reiki was able to go through their bodies, and so much Reiki was able to really, like, go to the in-depth healing of that particular ailment or that particular feeling or that particular emotion that or a mental thing that they wanted to be addressed by the Reiki. So that's a big factor when it comes to it. It's the same thing for tarot readings. Again, like attracts like, and if let's say for example, if today you ask me for a tarot reading and you ask me if you'll be a millionaire, and I tell you no. Now, the cards, if I pull out cards for you tomorrow, it will probably still say no, because only so much can happen in a day. And when I talk about so much, I actually mean alignment. Only, when it comes to manifesting, there's no concept of time, really. Any reputable, tried and tested LOA teacher will tell you and will affirm that time is really, it's not really that much of a factor, because any person could make a quantum leap and come into alignment, at any moment they decide to, and that's possible. I mean, I've done quantum leaps, and that's a huge thing. It really makes a huge difference when it comes to manifesting. Now, it's the same thing for tarot readings. So let's go back to the example of you asking if you can be a millionaire, if you will be a millionaire. So you ask me, cards say no. You now have two choices. You can stay in that feeling, you can stay in that alignment of, I'm going to be poor for the rest of my life, or you could step into a different alignment of, I'm going to be rich because she told me no, because the cards told me no. I am now going to step into reality, which I want. Now, again, it all depends. If you know in your heart that after the tarot reading you've already come into the alignment that you want, then go ahead, have another tarot reading, and the next time you have another tarot reading, things are going to be different. And if you decide that you want to stay in that same alignment of lack, then the next time you have a tarot reading, you're going to have the same cards. And it's the same reason why going to different tarot readers are, they're going to be showing you the same thing over and over again. If you don't let the certain amount of time to pass for you to come into alignment to what you want, then the cards are going to stay the same. In a nutshell, if the energies inside you don't change, then you're going to have the same reading over and over again. It's the same with Reiki. If you don't really claim, claim's the right word. If you don't really claim that you've been healed by the session, then the session can only go so far as basically healing you, because all Reiki heals no matter what you believe in. Even if you don't believe in Reiki, it's going to heal you. But it's going to take a lot more time for your body to accept the potential, the whole power of that healing. It'll come in increments, So that's really it. The time frame is really just for you and your energy to kind of adjust, sort itself out. If you need to change your beliefs about a particular thing, about a particular subject, or if you need to really sort out your emotions, your feelings about a certain thing, your thoughts about a certain thing, your feelings about any illnesses or any kind of situation that you might have, it's really just for that. But anything other than 2 weeks, every minute is fine, every minute is fine. You'll probably get the same results, but yeah. So in terms of recommendation, I do suggest a fortnight. That's 14 days, that's 2 weeks. In terms of limitation, there's not really a limitation. You can do it anytime. You can have it anytime that you want. You can ask the tarot anytime. You can have a Reiki healing session every day if you want to. Sometimes I do Reiki on myself twice a day, just because I like it. It feels good. It feels like a massage on the inside. So yeah. So I hope that helped. And if you like this video, hit the thumbs up. If you have any comments, questions, ask them down below. If you would like to receive notifications on my videos, subscribe to my channel. And if you would like your very own tarot reading or Reiki healing session with me, both face-to-face and live, here are the details. And I have Facebook, Instagram, and I have an email address as well. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!